Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law through this channel. I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this, this is a journey of investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategic or compound return investing. So the objective is to try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be looking at a new message to Congress from the CEO of Trump Media, Devin Nunes, and in this message he refers to stock manipulation of DJT and also draws significant parallels with stock manipulation of MMTLP, which is certainly significant and very interesting. We're also going to be looking at Tesla earnings, which were a miss, but the market has responded positively. The stock price is up quite significantly, and this is also because of significant catalysts that have been shared for Tesla, so stay tuned for that. We're also going to be looking at a new catalyst for ticker symbol SNOW. So before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the market. So first of all, we can see here headline from Reuters that Wall Street is edging lower as rising yields overshadow upbeat corporate results. So the markets are a little bit rocky. So if we have a look at the overall heat map, we can see there is significant amounts of red. Apple is doing okay. Energy is also down today, and technology is down, and communication services also not doing too well. Let's now have a look at news with regard to Tesla that was shared in the Discord in the pre-market, and we can see here that Tesla was up approximately 12% on plans for new affordable EV models by early 2025. So that is certainly much nearer than expected, and we're looking at next year. And we can see here from Market Watch, it states here that Tesla shows that Wall Street there is a path to positive catalyst, and that is from the Bank of America, and they are also keeping their price target at $220. So still a significant upside there. We can see that it was up close to 12%, and in terms of the stock rating from Murphy, they've raised their rating on Tesla to a buy with a price target of $220, and that implies a 52% upside. And what we can also see here further down in this, we can see that the chief executive Elon Musk has also stated that Tesla was in talks with an unnamed car maker to license FSD. So FSD is full self-driving supervised vehicles. So hopefully good news there from Tesla. And what we can also see in terms of a cost, so shout out here to Sawyer, who's posted that short sellers are now on track to lose $1.6 billion today on Tesla. So not great news for the short sellers. And moving on to other news from Quiver Quantitative, we can see here, and again, Scott Franklin, one of the Congress representatives, has just disclosed a sale of $1.6 million in BRP. So that BRP Group is an insurance broker. Its headquarters are outside of Franklin's district, and he's the only politician that has been trading that stock. So certainly a clever move there. Let's now have a look at the message to Congress from the CEO of Trump Media. And shout out here to Meta News, who posted the Trump Media CEO references the 70-plus congressional members who signed the letter to the SEC and FINRA regarding MMTLP. So the question here is asking Congress members about the SEC and FINRA, and the question is about naked short selling. So let's move on to have a look at the message from Devin Nunes, who is the CEO of Trump Media and Technology Group. So we can see here this message is dated April the 23rd 2024. So he's addressed this message to, first of all, the Honourable Jim Jordan, who's on the Committee of the Judiciary. He's also addressed it to Patrick McHenry, who has he's on the chairman of the Committee of Financial Services. So I think Patrick McHenry certainly is the most powerful person, and he is also I think from an MMTLP point of view, the one regarded as being potentially the most resistant to us getting that subpoena. But I think this pressure hopefully should carry some weight. We will have to wait and see. He's also copied it to the Honourable Jason Smith, who's on the Committee on Ways and Means, and finally he's also addressed it to James Comer, who is the chairman and the Committee on the Oversight and Reform. So no messing about here. So let's have a look at the message. So he's stated here he's writing to inform them of an urgent matter looking at potential potential manipulation of the stock, which is trading under the symbol DJT. So he's stated here that he's looking at strong indications of unlawful manipulation of DJT, and he's looking for an open investigation. So this is an open investigation to asking Congress to do this. So remember, MMTLP shareholders were the first ones to get this message over to Congress. AMC and GME and many other stocks were not able to get this far. So we're not quite reached the end goal yet, but we can see here others are following. And the first one here following MMTLP is DJT. So they've stated here they're requesting the following records. So these are certainly very, very strong parallels with our request to Congress. So we can see here the CEO is also asking for trading data, including trading records. So that certainly implies that he is not happy with the transparency of trading records. He's also referenced here, very, very importantly, FINRA, and he's looking at FINRA's records. He's looking at broker short interest data. So again, FINRA are not off the hook. He's also referencing the DTCC and looking at information including daily position reports. And finally, he stated he's looking for reports from the DTCC member firms reflecting the total shares short since February the 14th, 2024. So such an inquiry is needed to protect shareholders. So what I've highlighted in green is the reference to the MMTLP message to Congress, and he's Devin Nunes, who's obviously well aware of the MMTLP fiasco, has stated the other attached letter signed by 74 members of Congress and related to a separate incident of potential market manipulation suggests that TMTG's experience is not unique. So 100% agree with those words. It's now really a case of what happens next. So over to you, Congress. But what Wolf of My Street has stated is DJT is keeping the foot on the gas with the new letter to Congress. They've also referenced MMTLP letter. So Devin Nunes and Truth Social are certainly not backing down. So the pressure is on. And finally, shout out here to Meta News, who stated, can we get Trump Media CEO Devin Nunes on Fox Business with Charles Bain, and let's have a Q&A on there, and ideally let's get John Berder on together. Let's now have a look at the latest updates in terms of Congress and MMTLP. So shout out here to Anna, who's posted, thank you, Dennis Neal, and I'm definitely looking forward to hearing our congressional representatives, Patrick McHenry, James Conner, etc. And what Dennis has stated is that he's sending invites this week to the reps, McHenry and Comer, to ask them about MMTLP. Where are the subpoenas? Where is the hearing? So let's see if they respond to Dennis. And another important message from Richie. Shout out to Jen Cap, who stated that Richie is going back to Washington and the dates for him are May the 6th and all the way to May the 10th, and he's again going to be walking the halls and the corridors of Congress and fighting on behalf of the MMTLP shareholders. So certainly Richie is one of those people out there in the community who is not going to give up. He will be there until there is a resolution, and it's basically, she's also saying, let's help Richie in setting the appointments with the elected representatives. So give a shout out and contact to Jen Capella to schedule these meetings. And finally, I'm going to finish off by having a look at ticker symbol SNOW, also known as Snowflake. So shout out here to Stock Market News, who've posted that they are launching Arctic, and what this is potentially the most open enterprise grade large language model. So if we have a look at the graph that they've used there, looking at enterprise intelligence and also compute used for training Arctic as a baseline. So we can see that certainly Snowflake has got the highest percentage of enterprise intelligence, approximately 65% compared to Liama and YI and DBRX. So hopefully a positive catalyst there for ticker symbol SNO and OW. And finally, if you would like to get information with regards to daily stock alerts, as well as a copy of our weekly watch list, details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.